On the eve of the 23rd annual Warren Haynes Christmas Jam, Warren Haynes joins me in studio once again. You know, I got to thank you in advance, of course, for not just making time for us this year, but for the past decade or so, because I know when you roll into town, everybody wants about 60 seconds or more of you, right?
Well, you know, that's I'm not here often enough, so it's the same with me. I want to try and see as many people as I can, and especially friends and family. And there's just never enough time.
Well, you've got a little less time than you used to. Because apparently you were burning way too much daylight with all your gigs and everything else. Congratulations on the adoption.
Thank you very much.
You got little Judson.
Hudson.
Hudson.
Yeah, but he's
Judson would be nice too.
well. That's a good name too. He's Hudson Samuel Haynes, and he's 10 weeks old. And
Awesome.
He's awesome. He's he's taken over the universe. So
Is there any significance to the name? Some familial things?
Samuel is my wife's grandfather, who's no longer with us, and Hudson is just a name we like. It probably came from the Hudson River because we lived on the Hudson River for a long time.
Okay, awesome. Now, the new album, another congratulations coming your way because of the Grammy nomination for Man in Motion.
Thank you very much. Excited about that, It's my first solo record in a long, long time, so for it to be nominated is wonderful. Stiff competition, though.
Yeah, including some guys that you work with.
Well, there's 5 nominees, and 3 of them are members of the Allman Brothers. Myself, Derek Trucks, and Greg Allman all have records out this year, and they all got nominated in the same category. So we're up against each other, which is kind of weird. But it's, on one hand, it's a great compliment to be like, I don't think that's ever happened, that 3 members of any band wind up being nominated. But at the same time, it kind of divides our fan base. They have to decide who they're going to vote for.
Did you get some side bets going on with those guys?
I learned a long time ago not to bet. I never won a bet in my life.
Well, you already got 1 Grammy on your mantle from your days with the Allmans.
I do.
You got 1.
8 nominations, which is great. It's funny because the Grammys is one of those things that when I was a kid, we never cared about the Grammys and thought it was really cheesy. But then when you get nominated, you think, well, it's nice to be kind of recognized for all the hard work you put into something. So you kind of change the way you look at it.
And especially as a solo artist, even more rewarding.
Yeah, that's a really nice thing. And to be nominated this year too, because they just eliminated about 50 categories. They, so it's a new day in Grammy world.
I was really disappointed they got rid of International Rhythm Polka. I was huge on that. And big fan. Weird Al was nominated again, and it just
How many times can we nominate Weird Al?
Not often enough is my answer to that. So, you're all plugged in today, so we're going to do something off the new album, Man in Motion.
What do you mean by that?
The guitar.
Okay.
Some people are just listening and not viewing, so I should probably explain that. Yeah.
Normally I have an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
Today I have an electric guitar, because the songs off Man in Motion are hard for me to play acoustically. They don't come across as well acoustically. We discovered on the road this year, when I would visit radio stations or TV stations or whatever the case may be, that they came across better even by myself with an electric guitar. The nature of the music, it's kind of soul music,
Right.
Soul music and acoustic guitars, for the most part, are like oil and water. But it's been fun doing it this way, and it'll be different from what we're used to in the past.
Now, when you were warming up, I heard "The River Runs Dry." Is that the one we're going to go with?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
This song, I've been dedicating to the Occupy movement, and they've actually latched onto it now. It's going to be on an Occupy CD that's coming out with a bunch of artists like Green Day and Crosby and Nash.
Jackson Browne was down there as well.
Yeah, and people supporting the Occupy movement. And one of the weird things about the Occupy movement is that it's all over the map. It's not just left-wing people that are complaining about one issue. You ask 10 people, you'll probably get 10 different complaints. But I think that's indicative of what's going on in our country right now. Is there's a lot wrong that needs to be fixed, and we have to, as a people, establish our voice again and do whatever it takes to get things back on track. Because I feel, as a lot of people do, that things are kind of slipping away right now. So when I wrote this song, it was about this was several years ago when the uprisings in northern Africa were just starting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I recorded it, all the stuff in the Middle East was starting to happen, and then here it is, the record's been out for less than a year, and it's kind of carrying over to our country. So it's timely, but not for the original reason that I wrote it. But, a protest song is a protest song. So.
And rock and roll has been for about 4 or 5 decades.
Absolutely.
More,
we shouldn't forget that. Rock and roll is rebellion. And this just happens to be more of a political thing, but I will play it and shut up.
All right, Warren Haynes off the new album Man in Motion, Grammy nominated.
Darkness hides the faces of we that hold the power. We don't need to be rich, we only need to be free. Chains of oppression never gonna break, but a day will come when we hold the key. Time will remind us that the people still have a voice. We don't want violence until there's no other choice. But the river's gonna rise, wash our struggles away. Oh, the sun's gonna shine down on a brand new day. Bells will be ringing, flames reaching to the sky, higher and higher, fueled by the winds of change. Sweet taste of freedom, fresh on the tips of our tongues, and the dust of the past is all that shall remain. And echoes of our voices ringing all through the town will drown out the memories of the days that we were bound. Yep, the river's gonna rise, wash our struggles away. Oh, the sun is gonna shine down on a brand new day. We're gonna rise up singing like a bird on the wing, a million hearts beating to the rhythm that the new day brings. The river's gonna rise, wash our struggles away. Yeah, the sun is gonna shine down on a brand new day. Yeah, the sun is gonna shine down on a brand new